My name is Bryn Higgins. I'm the director of Unconditional, which is a dark but I hope pretty funny coming-of-age story. It's about two teenage twins, a boy and a girl, who fall under the influence of a very charismatic young man who turns out to have some very interesting obsessions and sexual desires. Basically, he offers unconditional love, which is why we called it Unconditional, but really on one condition, which is that the boy dresses as his sister and takes over her personality. I didn't write it, no, it's written by Joe Fisher, who is in Britain, he's a very significant award-winning writer. But Joe likes to write about outsiders, people who culture, society has sort of pushed out to the edges because maybe they don't conform to normal, either stereotypes or normal desires. So Joe got the story, I think, based on somebody he met many years ago. And he's built what is, I hope, a really, psychologically, really interesting and unpredictable film. Mainly the sort of engine of the film is this character, Liam, who is, he can't admit, I think, to his real personal sexuality because he's grown up in a tough part of England where men are men and girls are girls. And because he can't do that, he begins to fantasize, and basically he gets bent out of shape inside. And this makes him, or people like that, dangerous to be around. It's ironic, yeah. The connection, the title Unconditional is definitely ironic. The little tagline, for the film is love on one condition. And that sounds quite nice and quite interesting, but it's a big and basically dangerous condition. But it's really a story, I hope, that has universal appeal, universal interest, let's say, because all of us, we go looking for love, and we meet people and we think everything is nice. Lots of people are quite generous, they will give in love, and only later do we begin to realise there may be elements of control or darker things start to emerge. So that's what I hope it creates, is a increasingly very tense atmosphere. I think generally we think one of these two characters is going to be dead by the end of the film. But it's also funny, in a kind of British, and I hope German way too, at the darkest, most sort of tense and frightening moments, there's kind of humour there too. Someone who came to see it, I think she does, translations of films into German or these things. She said, I would love to make the German version of this film. I mean, it's set in an area of the northeast of England, in a city called Newcastle, where it's traditionally a big working class shipbuilding city, and they also have mines and things. So it's had some hard times recently because of the loss of the industry. So to do anything like this, basically for a boy to dress as a girl and then go out into town, as happens in the film, there's a real element of danger. You couldn't set the film in San Francisco or Soho in London, or maybe possibly Munich, because guys dress as girls, it's okay. But is it British? I think it's very British in its sense of humour. We have a very dry sense of humour, so even in the darkest moments someone will crack a joke, or there is a kind of sense of humour about even the violence sometimes is sort of funny. Lots of people after the screening have come up and said, so when will we see this in Germany? We'd really like to. So I hope that's a good sign, and it has a release in America at the moment. I think this is a process that's happening. So yes, I really hope it's shown in the UK, in Germany, and I would think in France, because they like strange films. The first time I came to Munich was 24 years ago, when I was a film student, and we came here with the Student Film Festival, and I don't remember much. It was a really good time. Yes, I screened a film I made set all in London about a guy coming down and he had a gun. It was a nice film, but you know, we made it with absolutely nothing. I think it worked here. I was a judge on the panel, you know, on the jury. So I spent the week watching a lot of films and going out at night. So by the end of the week, I was a complete wreck. But you know, it was a good time. It's really nice to be here with this film. I think, honestly, if you were going to open it in a European city, then Munich would be a fantastic, perfect place to open the film. And once again, a fantastic hospitality, beer for breakfast. Nice town. I like it very much.